In this video, we'll have a look at the main menu of Facility Advisor, several of its features and menus. Without going too deep into them specifically, we just want to give you an overview of how this main menu works within the system. So at the top of the menu, you're going to see a navigation bar with a few key features that you're going to see present just about anywhere you go in the system. The main menu link will bring you back to the main menu from wherever you are. The logout button obviously will log you out of the system. The help section will take you to a list of guides and videos like this one. And the search bar can help you search out features or settings within the system if you don't know exactly where they're located from the main menu. Next, you'll see a number of tiles here containing different features within the system that may or may not be turned on depending on which features your district has active, but the ones you see here are pretty common across most districts. The My Place section will let you set goals for your own personal performance. It'll let you offer some feedback to other members of your staff and then run some reports based on that kind of feedback given or received. The staff feedback menu itself is the means by which you would offer performance feedback to members of your team and run reports based on that feedback. The Fit tile contains the California official fit inspection tool feature set, as well as some reporting options within Facility Advisor that draw on that data. You can access all of that from inside the Fit tile. The Facility Inspection tile allows you to create look-fors, goals, objectives, or standards that reach beyond the kind of prescribed goals and standards of the fit inspection. You can customize this as much as you like. You can create any kind of walkthroughs or inspections for the facility based on safety standards or state or federal standards. Any kind of inspection you want to do, you can generate, perform here, and then run reports on that data from the Facility Inspection tile. And last, we have a facility survey option. If you want to send some surveys out to stakeholders or members of your team, members of the faculty, maybe even students or families, based on what's going on in the facility and how well it's being maintained, you can do that through our survey tool. Lastly, you have a management collection here of settings. The first one is the executive view, which basically changes the main menu and focuses it more on the reporting that you can generate out of the system if that's where your focus is, if you just want to go directly there. So I'll click it here and you can see the tiles get replaced by some of the most common reports that you might want to generate so that you can just go directly to those reports instead of having to navigate through each of the submenus. Next, you'll see a district and school content menu item. This is where you're going to store specific look-fors, objectives, goals, some content that you might want to share based on feedback and walkthroughs, some settings within the systems that you may want to alter. You might want to retitle certain things. That all gets managed through your district and your school content. Your user roster is kind of your staff management or user management. Depending on your level of access, if you're an administrator, you might use this to add new users or change access types. If you're a user yourself, you might not get into this too deeply, but all of that kind of user management stuff gets managed here inside of the user roster. And then lastly, you have your facility database, which is very important to both the fit and the facility inspection tool. This is where you would manage all of the rooms and the buildings and their associations with different locations within the system. These would then show up within your standard fit walkthroughs and facility inspections. They would appear in specific orders depending on how they were created. And if you're within a specific building, you're only going to see rooms in your drop-downs that are associated with that building. It's also where you can kind of check your progress. If a fit inspection has been recently performed, you'll actually see a check mark here next to the room in question. You can also see how many rooms haven't been touched within a specified time. And then some other details like area square footage and room volume and whether or not the room is active or inactive. If you have some construction or refurbishing going on, you might move rooms into or out of active state just so they're not in the way or unnecessary in your walkthroughs. And that's about it for just the general features of the main menu of Facility Advisor.